Welcome, everyone, to Fortitude and Free Rituals. And with Fortitude and Free, it's exactly what the name says when it comes to fortitude. It's so that you can work through, overcome, manage adversities, difficulties, and challenges. And here with Fortitude and Free Rituals, we help you build discipline, embrace challenges, and to sustain real resilience. And so, with this week, it is we will focus on focusing. We will focus on focusing. And so, what you can do is if you have word of a word of the year, word of the week, or a I am statement or affirmation or verse or scripture that you've been focusing on lately. What I'd like for you to do is to be able to just focus on that. One of the ways when it comes to our calling, uh, staying connected and to be connected with your purpose and even just with you um, is the renewing of the mind, is to meditate on a word day and night, on the word or a word day and night. And part of it is our words really feed us. Our words can determine where we're going or even where we're staying. And so go ahead and choose that word. This will set the attention. Choose the word or the phrase. And again, this will set the intention. And so let's take a moment to ground ourselves. So sit in a comfortable position. And with this, you can sit or you can stand or you can lie down. Align your back, relax your shoulders, engage your eyes to Mother Earth. And let's take a deep breath from the belly. And slowly exhale. And slowly inhale. And slowly exhale. Slowly inhale. And slowly exhale. Listen to your heart with the rhythm of your breath and breathe. And now whisper your mantra, your I am statement, your affirmation, your word for the day, your word for the year, your word for the week. Whisper that to yourself. I If it seems like that your mind is wandering, take another deep breath. Center your heart with the rhythm of your breath and breathe and repeat your word or your phrase, your affirmation. Keep that on your heart. Keep that in your mind. Flush yourself with your word. Embed yourself with your word, with your phrase, because you are. And let's recenter ourselves by taking a deep breath. And slowly exhale. Another deep breath. And slowly exhale. And another deep breath. And slowly exhale. And repeat your word. Repeat your affirmation. Repeat your phrase. Connect with it. Embed it. Flush your mind. Flush your soul with your word, with your affirmation. Allow your body to get used to silence. Allow your body to be accustomed to your words. And you are whispering. You're welcome to bring your affirmation to a Norman speaking voice. Let's recenter yourself. Slowly inhale. And slowly exhale. Slowly inhale. And slowly exhale. And now, this time, you can scream your affirmation, your I am statement, your word, your phrase from the top of your voice. You can make it to the beat of your drum. You can get up and dance and embed that. It's like I, my word right now is my gifts make room for me. And so it's like my gifts make room for me. My gifts make room for me. My gifts make room for me. And so in bed, whatever your word is, and it's like you are, and it's not that you're reminding or you're not um, telling yourself, you are declaring whatever your word, your phrase, your affirmation, your I am statement is. Let yourself know that you are that. Like, of course, you are, you know for a fact that you are, whatever that is. And so let's have it. And so let's recenter ourselves. Let's take a deep breath and slowly exhale. Another deep breath. Slowly exhale. And another deep breath. And slowly exhale. And bring your attention back to the surface. And now, what I'd like for you to do is to reflect on your experience, and you're welcome to share your insights. Take a moment to reflect on today's practice. What did you learn about yourself? How did your mind and your body respond? Did it feel like you were convincing yourself, or were you confident in your word? How was it the first 5 minutes, and then the next five, and then the next 5 minutes? Let's take a moment to reflect on that. And if you have your journal beside you, then you can jot that down in your journal so you'll have that for later. And if you and if you like, you're welcome to share. You can unmute yourself, or you can put it in the chat. And what was your biggest takeaway from this practice? And as we wrap up, remember, take 5 to thrive today. You can integrate this into your Take 5 to Thrive today, because it helps connect you to you, and it also helps to remind you of who you are. And this is one way that you can renew your mind, because with stress and life be life and sometimes with us dis- disassociating ourselves or drifting, those reminders can be very helpful. And if you don't have 5 minutes to do throughout the day, like today is Saturday, and if you're able to do it once every hour, I would challenge you to do that. Um, I've done it. I haven't done it every hour yet, but I've done it several times in a day. But let's challenge each other in doing that. I'm going to challenge myself. Um, I will say I could commit to every 2 hours, but I'm gonna do every hour, because whatever what we commit to, that's what we'll end up doing. So, and let's chat back inside the group. And we're going to let's go ahead and take a few breaths together to seal the energy of today's practice. We want to seal that word inside of you, to keep that at your heart, to keep that in your mind, to keep it in your spirit, and to let your body and your nervous system know that you are whatever your word, your phrase, your affirmation, your mantra is, that you are that. Well, I look forward to seeing you next week for Fortitude and Free Ritual. And by next week being the beginning, it will be on self connection. And so remember to check in with yourself throughout the week. And this is a wonderful way of embedding your word, is to have this for the rest of the week, as we pretty much have been doing with Fortitude and Free Circle. And remember, when this community grows, we grow. And so if there is anyone that you collaborate with, someone you can have on your team, and other entrepreneurs that you know at different stages in their entrepreneurship, invite them to Fortitude and Free Circle so that they can develop and build discipline, embrace challenges, and sustain that resilience, y'all, because that is what we do inside Fortitude and Free Circle. See y'all next time.